PvZ 2, the only game I'm so addicted to that it's been 10 years and I still tend to play it almost every day. Recently, I've been playing various PvZ 2 mods that not only let me have some more fun with the game, but also open my eyes on some issues, shall we say. And for me, the biggest issue is always reaching pirate seas. That's the moment I usually quit the game for a while so I can settle down. I just can't bear it, and even the mods I've played, despite their new content, still haven't changed my mindset on it. First of all, let's talk about the good sides of pirate seas. Back in the day, as a brand new PvZ 2 player when only the first 3 worlds existed, pirate seas was actually really refreshing at first. The excitement of a new area, along with the water animation, lane placement changed within each level, swinging swashbucklers. Later on, there were seagulls, barrels, parrots, and even cannons. All of these zombies made pirate seas actually fun and somewhat threatening. Wasn't that cool at first? The joy of bringing Spring Bean that can drop literally any zombie into the water, resulting in an instant death. I mean, it's still cool. Also, in Pirate Seas, we're literally getting the most broken plants, especially Snapdragon, Kernel Pulp, and Cherry Bomb. Snapdragon can literally carry you through the whole PvZ 2 playthrough. I can't think of a world in which Snapdragon is bad. Perhaps only Jurassic Marsh, but this world is just something else, and most of the strategies don't really work so easily. Kernel Pulp is a perfect support plant with its stalling abilities. It's perfect in levels in which you can't lose plants. Last but not least, Cherry Bomb. This plant is a literal resident of most of my setups. If things go rough, you can always count on it in any world. It's always reliable and is one of the best plants. Usually with a single use, you can get rid of 66% of your problems for some time. The only downside is the recharge. Going back to Pirate Seas, by a single plant food use on the Spring Bean, we can literally get rid of the whole board of most of the zombies. Also, the fact that only a few lanes are usually open for the zombies to walk on, spikeweed and other plants become way easier to use. In my case, most of the time, I usually just spam the offensive plants on the lanes featuring planks, and I'm good. As usually one offensive plant on the plankless lanes is enough. Again, not to mention how good Snapdragon is. Unfortunately, these good sides of Pirate Seas that back in the day I fell in love with quickly turned to nightmares. To put it simply, the world, its gimmicks, zombies, design, and soundtrack are just dull, and it makes me sad. The gimmick, which are the planks that appear randomized in each level, aren't engaging the player at all. Even by looking at otherworld gimmicks that are supposed to help the player, like Far Future and Lost City, power tiles and gold tiles only give benefits to the player. But still, these worlds all have 5 untouched lanes, meaning you need to look out for the zombies coming from every lane and upcoming ambushes. So in terms of gimmicks, Pirate Seas undoubtedly has to be the easiest and most dull world introduced. It doesn't bring any challenge. You can even make a level way easier if there are only 2 plank lanes in a level. Outside of the planks, the only threatening zombies are the seagulls, swashbucklers, and the imps shot from cannons. You can easily deal with them as they're all low HP and have a lot of counters, such as knockback, butter, the blover, or spikeweeds. The next issue are the special zombies. They just don't do much, and their HP is also very low. How come even in the very first world, Ancient Egypt, there are the Pharaoh zombies, or even camel zombies? Pharaohs having almost 1500 HP, while camels have 1260 in total. Not to mention the graves that Tomb Raider can create. Meanwhile, in Pirate Seas, the toughest special zombie isn't even a zombie. It's a barrel that has to be pushed. The barrel has 1100 HP, but you can just kill the zombie pushing it, and it's not a threat anymore. You can also instantly destroy the barrel when it comes into contact with spikeweeds and other such spiky plants. Knockback also counts as destroying the barrel. If it's no longer being pushed, it'll destroy itself after some time. Overall, Ancient Egypt's challenges are gravestones and torches, Wild West has carts, chickens, and pianos, and Far Future has extremely high HP zombies. What exactly does Pirate Seas have? Swashbucklers, parrots, cannon imp explosions, which are probably the worst, but still easy to deal with. Again, throughout the whole level, Pirate Seas doesn't engage the player in any manner. The area sure looks nice at first, but after you've seen all these things already, they really get stinkier the longer you look at them. And about the map design, it is just bland. Have you noticed that all of the other worlds have some further on backgrounds? What I mean to say is that the top of literally any other world except Pirate Seas has further details to it. Like Ancient Egypt has sand and pyramids, Wild West has canyons, Far Future has flying spaceships, Dark Ages has a castle, etc. In Pirate Seas, all we see is some kind of shed and stairs. And about the tiles, maybe if they were to add some more details to them, things would surely get better. Maybe something like spilled water, some more pirate-like details on them, maybe even some blood. I guess that's also just one's own preference. I'm just not fond of the design, so let's move on. Let's talk about the soundtrack. And that doesn't include the UB or DMG versions of it. These are perfect. What I mean is the base BGM. The first wave, mid-wave A and B. It's just painfully slow for some reason. I guess that does fit to the whole of Pirate Sea's gameplay at this point, but in my eyes, that definitely doesn't make the world any better. It's like torture in a way. Let's take an example from other games. Ever remember beating an annoying or very hard segment in a particular game? It's all bearable, as long as the soundtrack is a banger, so it makes you push forward and not give up. It's the music that gives you courage to continue. In my opinion, BGMs are one of the most important aspects of any game, and Pirate Seas definitely lacks it, by a mile. Not only is the gameplay pretty bad, but there is no reason for you to push forward. Except the fact that you have to beat it so you can unlock the later worlds in vanilla PvZ 2. Also the fact that Pirate Seas have some really strong plants I mentioned earlier kinda forces you to beat it regardless. So how would we make Pirate Seas better? Well, one of the mods I've played introduced one of the most creative zombies I've seen into the world. And those are the Ghost Pirate Captain zombies. Now imagine every variant of the Pirate Seas zombies being introduced as ghosts. The plankless lanes won't be safe anymore, and just that single fact would make the world way more engaging. Adding the night version would not only fit the zombie ghosts, but it would certainly make the whole design much more appealing. About the soundtrack, well, just gotta hope that someday a fan alternative is gonna be made by somebody special. So yeah, thanks for listening to my mumbling. That's just what I've always felt, and I had to spill it sooner or later. Please erase my memory so I can encounter Pirate Seas for the first time and consider it a good world again. Thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully I made myself clear, and you got the points I wanted to deliver. Make Pirate Seas great again! See you next time. Also, here are the comments of the very first video before the re-upload, so they are not lost. Sorry about that.